Wow! Isn't this amazing? Even the weather has blessed us today. Good evening, and welcome to Washington, D.C. It is my great pleasure and honor to stand with you today in front of the U.S. Capitol with the memorials of great Americans like Washington, Jefferson, and Lincoln bearing witness to our efforts today. It is a breathtaking view, and I feel we stand on hallowed ground where the past and the present can come together as one, and a greater tomorrow can begin for all Americans and all our neighbors throughout the world. My friends, this mall commemorates the sacrifices of men and women who served the cause of freedom and paid the ultimate price on foreign shores. The world owes a great debt to this nation and the brave and selfless young men who have given their life for the American. These grounds have also been the venue of stirring oratory that have moved the hearts of men and women to do great things in their nations and their communities. Just 48 years ago, a newly elected president, John F. Kennedy, challenged all Americans, ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. He launched a bold new initiative called the Peace Corps, inspiring subsequent generations of young people with a culture of global service. 3 years later, at the height of the civil rights struggle, a young, courageous Martin Luther King Jr., standing in front of the Lincoln Memorial, delivered a passionate dream where he articulated, "I have a dream." He yearned for the day when the children of all races would be judged not by the color of their skin, but the content of their character. Citing the Declaration of Independence, that all men are created equal and entitled with inalienable rights endowed by their Creator. King said that the struggle for civil rights for the blacks was not just a struggle for black equality, but a timeless ideal rooted in the American dream. Thank you. 13 years ago, a relatively unknown Korean spiritual leader delivered a message to more than 300,000 Americans right in front of the great Washington Memorial, and declared that the American dream was not the dream of just America alone, but the dream of all mankind. That man that spoke to those Americans 32 years ago was none other than my father, the Reverend Dr. Sun Myung Moon. I would like to share with you a prophetic statement he made that night over 3 decades ago. The United States of America, transcending race and nationality, is already the model of a unified world. She must realize that the abundant blessings which God has been pouring upon this land are not just meant for the children of America alone, but for the children of the world. Upon the foundation of world Christianity, America must exercise her responsibility as a world leader and a chosen nation of God. Wow. As a proud son, I am filled with deep emotion as I stand here before you today. I was 7 years old, and in the audience when my father delivered this prophetic message. I believe my life, as well as that of my family, has come full circle as we gather once again on this hallowed ground to awaken this nation, to fulfill its providential destiny, and lead the world to peace. For I can tell you, as surely as the sun will rise, that those words did not fall upon deaf ears that historic night long ago, but stirred the imagination of a new generation of young leaders dedicated to realizing a truly universal, expanded version of the American dream. We, gathered here today, are heirs of that prophecy. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at a crossroads. Throughout the world and at home, there is a growing anxiety in the air stemming from one crisis after another. The global war against terror has fundamentally changed the way that we Americans live. We are in a constant state of uncertainty, compounded by an economic downturn, rising energy and food costs, and the collapse of our financial institutions. Add to that the massive devastation from natural disasters in New Orleans, Florida, and California, and it seems that all the power and might of America cannot keep us safe. There are those who are looking towards the presidential election in November to fix the problems of our nation and the world. However, the solution to our national and global quandary cannot be solved by one man, party, or administration. It is far too complex to be addressed in the same old political, economic, diplomatic, and even military manner of the past. We definitely need change, but not for the sake of change. The world needs leadership, and America can provide that leadership if it could inspire the human family to become one, united around the dream of building one family under God. Let us be bold and dare tonight to dream big. Let us dream the greatest dream of all. I want to share with you a vision for America. It is a vision rooted in our founding principles and in our nation's vision to build one nation under God. Yet it takes it one step further to a more universal vision of one family under God. It is a dream for all Americans and all people of faith. And most of all, I firmly believe that it is the dream of God.